Hey, welcome to the Side Chick Cocoon, a channel dedicated to emotional and past life karmic healing and breaking the generational curses to activate the divine feminine within. So we are here for the month of December. We have made it to the third month, so third time's a charm. Um awesome energy. I am actually going to use my charms since Yvette wanted to come out, but I'm gonna use them towards the end, okay? Or whenever I feel it's time. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to be introduced to the caterpillar of the month, all right? So let's go ahead and shuffle the shadow oracles and see what wants to come out for this caterpillar. So I am going to be using other messages from the Ghost Hunting app, and the first message to start off is freak coming out right now as I am shuffling. So this caterpillar has a freaky energy, a sexual energy, high sex drive, very erotic energy. Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting. So let's see what wants to come out, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So caterpillar for December, we have vengeful. So that's the first energy coming out for this caterpillar. Okay, this caterpillar um, operates in this negative emotion um, when they are angry. Um, And it's interesting because I feel like the reason this caterpillar is presenting themselves right now is we have effect coming out on the app is because something has come back full circle, right? That negative energy, that vengeful spirit, right? It has come back full circle on them. So now they're in this energy where they're like, okay, I need to get some healing. I need to find a better way to heal this anger so I don't keep going through this. It's kind of what I'm getting. We have jealousy coming out, so your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know, right? So it's this energy where, again, there's a lot of things from the past that this person has been dealt with, and it's showing up now. Uh, not really properly dealing with things that don't go their way, or when people can't give to them like they need. We have narrow-minded coming out, so you have a limited outlook on perspective and thoughts. Um, right, it's kind of like I was getting ready to say, when people can't give to this person when they want to, or do as if this person wants them to do, they become jealous or vengeful. And it's all because they don't see things from other people's perspective. They only see things one way or their way. It's very narrow-minded. So what else is coming out for this caterpillar? Okay, we have greed. So just really being too attached to things, right? Having an attachment to things and wanting things in an excessive amount, right? And again, this is the energy where they're not getting anything good out of the energies that they're putting out. So they're realizing that their behaviors are not reaping them any rewards. So they're ready to switch it up. And then last but not least, what is the energy Okay, we have two coming out. We have demanding and self-absorbed. Okay, so again, all they care about is what they can get, when they can get it, how is it going to benefit them, not really caring about anyone else's needs. Again, just really being narrow-minded and focused on themselves, and very demanding, right? So it's the energy, like I said, my way or the highway, and I want it now, right? So this is giving off a very suspicious energy, right? This is giving off an energy of distrust and disbelief, right? This is an energy where they're projecting, and that's what it is, right? They may not be doing anything, but the thing is, because they act in these ways, their energy makes people look at them in this suspicious energy. They also have this suspiciousness about themselves. They always feel like somebody is doing something behind their back, because again, all of this is the energy of not trusting yourself. Okay, this is the energy of, you know, needing to work on self-love. This is the energy of having to know that your thoughts aren't solid gold. This is the energy of knowing that the negative energy and emotions that you put out are going to come back full circle, right? Nothing good is going to come of it, okay? You're going to get all that energy back, right? This is the energy of having deep depression, deep anxiety, but masking it, right? By again being this nasty person, okay? So let's see. So let's put some triggers on this vengeful energy. This vengeful energy. Why is this vengeful energy here? If we can get a trigger for that, the vengeful energy spirit. Why are we? Well, why is this caterpillar in this vengeful energy? Why does it show up? What is the trigger behind this? We have, I display codependent behaviors when I have feelings of low self-worth. When change needs to happen, I begin to procrastinate. So it's a vengeful energy of, again, that lack of self-esteem, that lack of self-love. So they become vengeful, they become jealous when someone else or other people, whoever they're dating, whatever the situation is, has more confidence than them, okay? And because with confidence comes the ability to live life freely, okay? And so it's, again, this person has some deep rooted trauma. This jealousy energy we have, I can be quick tempered and say hurtful things without understanding why. And that goes back to that vengeful energy that as well, right? I'll start an argument with my partner to get attention because they're jealous. They're jealous of what you're putting your attention into, and not even what you're putting in your attention into, because again, this person is self-absorbed. This person is all about them and you feeding them right then, right there, whatever energy they need, whatever substance they need, whatever action they need, okay? So this is given like very much early childhood, like early infant stages. Like this person could have been neglected as a child. Like their basic needs weren't met, okay? Is what I'm getting from this energy, all right? So this narrow-minded energy we have, what's the trigger for them being so stuck on one way, their way or the highway, right? We have, when I don't feel in control, I begin to act in impatient and demanding ways. So we already know that they're demanding, right? And we know that they're impatient because, again, it is their way or the highway. If you're not, like I say, if you're doing anything outside of what they ask for, what they need, okay, it's to them you're doing something wrong, right? Regardless of if you're still doing what they want, just in a different form, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, this person, they're narrow, they're not gonna see, they're not gonna understand, they're not gonna see, they're not gonna care about your perspective, because of the fact that all they know is their own way of surviving. So anything outside of that, they don't trust, okay? And they feel envy because they don't feel good enough about themselves. And the reason they don't feel good enough about themselves is because someone neglected them so badly, in a, like, it's kind of like abandonment type, like that, to the point where they did never felt love, they never felt wanted, right? And they possibly, bounce from here to here to here, because after so long, people don't want that extra burden, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes with someone who has that deep rooted abandonment issue. Okay, so what's this greed? When I feel insecure, I put on a false mask to hide who I really am, right? And I said that, right? They're masking all of that with this, look at me, it's all about me, just really being very nasty, very, like, bitchy almost. You know what I'm saying? When I can't keep up in the conversation, I begin to act arrogantly and rude, right? Because now, again, they can't keep up, so the attention is now slowly being drifted off to them. So they have to find a way to bring the attention back to them, regardless of if it's positive or negative. Okay, they don't care as long as they are in the spotlight, as long as the attention is on them. Because to them, when they are connecting with other people, or when someone decides to date them, right, it's like, okay, that means you want to be with me, that means you're not going to leave me, that means you want to give to me, that means, you know what I'm saying? And the moment that you can't produce, the moment that you can't give what they ask for or seek, then that's when you become the bad person. And then that's when, all hell breaks loose. And again, they just act, and it's not even out of character, because it is their character. It's just a distorted character, because they learned, this is what they had to learn in order to survive, okay? So now we have 3 cars flying out to clarify the 2 cars that flew out. So we have, when change needs to happen, I begin to procrastinate, okay? When I am not happy with myself, I become inconsiderate with others, okay? When I am not confident with who I am, I will act in superficial ways, right? And so I said, it's not a persona, this is that mask. This is the person that they've created. This is, like, it's kind of like them putting on their superhero costume. You know what I'm saying? So this is that person. This is the character that protects them, okay? When I am disconnected physically or emotionally from my partner, I begin to feel scared and lack confidence. Again, that's what it's all about. That's that suspiciousness energy. Again, they become scared, lack confidence in the connection, because they just have to know at all times. They have to have that connection. Once the connection is lost, or their partner goes away for too long, and they become very anxious, right? They get depressed. They start coming up with all these scenarios that have nothing to do, or are completely off of what is really happening, right? And so it's just a energy of them needing to, one, really tap into these wounds to see what, where, and why, and how to place and where to place this energy, because they're carrying energy, because that they have, like, anger and like all these energies that they have towards other people. They're carrying them, and they've been carrying them for so long. So now it's time to actually kind of put those energies on, not on the people, but for this particular person to heal, they kind of have to place the energies outside of themselves so that they can sort them and really understand why and how those feelings and energies affect their lives and affect their relationships. Okay, so because I'm seeing so much of that, let's just go ahead. I'm going to split this feelings and emotions deck in half because it's so thick. So I'm going to split it in half, and we're going to use the first half um, to get some messages, and then again the second half to get more. So let's see what wants to come out. So let's get some some feelings, okay, from the caterpillar in regards to some of the energies that we have here on the board. So the first one we're gonna look at is again this vengeful energy. Okay, we're gonna look at this vengeful energy. All right. And then being codependent, right? Again, that's having low self-esteem, right? Not really loving yourself, not trusting yourself, not knowing who you are. My family hates you. So they're vengeful because you left and their family doesn't really like you anyway. So they're kind of faced with like, oh, that's good, you didn't need to be with them, no way. Um, and then it's on the other hand, they can't blame you for leaving, but they don't like you for leaving either. You know, um, it's this energy where whoever they're dating, right? So let me just put it like that. Let me make this general and a collective. So whoever they're dating or date, you know, it kind of gets to the point where the person that they're dating, their families don't usually like them. Okay, that's what I'm getting, and this is why, because they're codependent and they they act out. This is an energy that, like I said, no matter what they have to do, they will get attention. I'll make it up to you, I promise. So it's an energy here where they definitely do want to make it up. They regret the hurtful things that they've said, right? And the hurtful things that they've done, and with the people that they date. So they don't want to be like that anymore, right? They want to be in the energy to where they can make this up to themselves. They can heal themselves and get themselves to a place of, you know, not, not half stepping, right? They have to learn how to be totally invested in themselves before they can invest themselves in a connection, right? And that's the thing, right? The thing is they don't understand and realize that their narrow-minded energy stems from something half-stepping. Half-stepping to me is, again, this is like babies take like little half steps. So this person lost their parent at a very young age, okay? We have never put another's happiness before your own. That's why they stay in their own energy and they're in this selfish energy because they had to be like that. Maybe they were in an energy where they trusted, they loved, and it always backfired. Again, it always came back on them. But that's because they never properly learned how to love. They never properly received love, right? They've always been on the short end of the stick. They've always been in financially abusive partnerships, right? Again, that's that codependent energy, right? So they've possibly always needed their family their partners for money, okay, or some type of stability, all right, or again, like I said, basic survival needs, okay. We have I'm not man enough for you, and we have I wish I could take it all back. So again, like I said, this is the energy where there's possibly someone that they actually do wish, like they now realize like this person could have been the one for me, or this person probably was good for me, okay. um so I feel like this is an energy where they want to heal, and not only for themselves but for this connection, okay, try to get back to this person, right? Because right now they don't feel good enough for this person. They don't feel woman enough, man enough for this person. They know they have a lot of work to do when it comes to healing, when it comes to releasing some of these abusive and painful energies, okay, that they are still carrying and that they continue to put out into the universe, okay. So let's go to the second half of the deck and see what we can get out of there. So we just have a self-absorbed caterpillar. That's a very self-absorbed caterpillar who possibly raised themselves, who possibly is very self-taught. I've lived my life being someone I'm not, because they never really knew who they were, right? They never had that connection, right? This is the energy where, like, the love that they messed up scared them, because it's so different from any and everything that they're used to when it comes to relationships, right? When it comes to love, when it comes to connection, right? It's an energy where they don't want to give up. They don't want to give up on this connection, because this this particular person keeps them on their toes. This particular person, again, it kind of lights a fuel in them to get their shit together, to be a different way, right? And so right now they're in an energy where, again, like I said, they're receiving some type of karma, some type of bad luck or negative energies sent their way because of all the things that they've done and what they've put out, okay? And so this is the energy of them really abusing the financial stability that was presented to them, provided to them, right? Taking advantage of it, right? And just doing whatever they wanted, whatever they desired with possibly someone else's money. So let's keep it moving. Alright, so let's get some self-forgiveness oracles for this caterpillar. Let's kind of help us see if we're dealing with the masculine energy or feminine energy. Alright, self-forgiveness oracle for this caterpillar, please. So we have a blue energy coming out. and with blue energy at the bottom. So this is a masculine energy, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a man, but we're just dealing with the masculine energy of someone. So they need to forgive themselves for thinking they need to be ready before they may begin creating the life they truly desire. So this is the energy of like feeling like, I'm not ready to get counseling. I don't have what I need. I don't have everything. I don't have the money. Or I'm not ready to change my life, right? I'm not ready to be myself, right? I don't have, I haven't, fully healed, right? But it's like, when are you going to start? Like, now is the perfect time to start, right? You have to choose to believe that the most suitable conditions for what you want will begin to arrive the moment you take inspired action towards your vision, right? Nothing is going to come to you until you start taking action towards it. You can hold the vision. You can try to manifest something all you want. You can want a life with this person, but in order for you to have a life with this person, you have to clean up your life, right? And in order for you to clean up your life, you have to start taking actions towards that. What does your life cleaned up look like, right? Have a vision of that and aim and start working towards it. So at the bottom, we have, I forgive myself for forcing my desire to control my experience instead of trusting in life's natural unfolding. So again, there's a energy of distrusting, right? They don't really trust easily. They don't trust in nature. They don't trust in life. They don't trust in themselves. They don't trust in people, right? They have to choose to believe that life is paving their path with a divine intelligence not yet accessible to them, but that in time, the loving purpose of it all will be revealed. And I feel like, that's part of this process, right? That's part of this process for them. This part of this process for them is to truly start trusting in the inevitable, trusting in what's shifting, what's being created, right? Trusting in their own energy, trusting in the ability to change, trusting in the change, trusting in a better future, a better outcome, a better self, right? They have to, it's an energy of just really having faith and knowing that, a deep knowing and that everything is going to work out, okay? So, we're going to throw some karmic energies. I'm going to go ahead and look into the chakras. We're going to go ahead and look into the chakras. And I know I said I was going to use my app, but it started tweaking and like an ad will pop up and it'll cut my video off, my recording off. So I'm not even about to deal with it. We're going to pull some energies for the next reading, the next session, okay? We're going to start off with the chakra oracles, all right? So we can kind of see what's going on with the deep-rooted issues and trauma that this caterpillar is dealing with, okay? So we have sound, creativity, relationships, we have desires, heart chakra, and throat chakra. All right. So that's what we're going to pick up. Okay. I feel like this is an energy where, this person has, they have some communication issues, all right. They have a lot of issues, especially in regards to communicating what it is that they desire in relationships, what it is that fulfills them in relationships. I feel like it's an energy where they just really just suck at communicating in relationships, right? What it is that they truly feel, because again, they don't know how to truly be authentic because they never received that love. Okay, so we're really going to tap into this inner child energy for them. All right, and see what it is, hiding behind the surface. Okay, I feel like it is a lot of spiritual energy, or spiritual work done over this caterpillar. So that's what we have for this session. I hope it resonates. Love and light.